Okay, so the reason you would start at blue here, Matt, is because you know that you clear red buff before Talon gets there. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do you know that for a fact, yeah?
I don't. I'm pretty sure Talon is like a 320 clear, 315 full clear. So I know he's pretty quick. Like he matches me. But if he's doing like three camps, like
Yes.
doing his three bottom camps and running, he's probably not gonna make it. Or just yeah, especially with bot lane leash.
So if you know, bro, like this is not a threat because you do it so quick, no worries. The issue here though is that Katarina's mid, and it's like the worst level 1 mid laner, right? So she's gonna be shoved in. So your like 2v2 is so weak until she hits level 3. You have to be really careful of Talon. Like if I'm coaching this Talon,
Yeah,
bro, especially with Silas, I'm thinking about doing this or this.
that's a great point.
But you can easily do something like where you go red and you take blue buff Gromp and then you come back up for Riven. Now that looks so fucking weird. But the point is that you take away blue and red buff straight away from Talon, who's going to hit you, right? And then you do your Gromp, you're level 3. Now you're chilling, right? And now you're pathing. Oh, you can see like how nice that looks. By the time you finish Raptors, like every other jungler is going to be hitting level 3, yeah? So if you look at your screen, it's really important, Match, to think about the screen as if you were the enemy jungler. You need 2 maps down here. Yours and
Yeah,
theirs. So look at your champions, who's pushed up, and who's the most killable. So I would be like scared for bot lane, right? Especially because they have Samira and Nautilus. So I'd be super scared of like Talon jumping over a wall and just trying to kill my bot lane. Like imagine if you're Talon here and you have Nautilus against Nico and Nami. And they're probably really going to be thinking about lanes too. So when especially like here, I'd just be pinging around bot lane, bot tri-brush. Especially after red buff as well, bro. You know that this guy has not invaded you here. So he's probably either full clearing or doing something else, right? And the something else can be a gank somewhere. So if there's nothing going on, we're just going to be farming our camps, right? So pretty much like, or jungling like a challenger. It's pretty much this, right? Gold, experience. Have you seen this before? Let me talk about this. Then you've got your camps, yeah. It's just like your camps, right? Which is like the baseline. Enemy camps, lanes, and then enemy jungle, right? These two things are the difference. But in a game like this, nothing's really happening, yeah? Like, let's just say everyone's full HP. The only thing you can do is just play for your camps. So if
yeah.
you do this, where you go like Raptors or red into Krugs, first of all, this is just bad, because you're hoping something is
Yeah,
happening bot. Like, you're telling me that you know 100% in a minute's time bot's going to be killable. That's what you're telling me by doing that.
mhm,
And because you throw your camps off as well, like if you do end up coming back to Raptors on time at 4 minutes, now you've got to go Raptors Krugs again. The same thing, you're just away from everything, right? It's pretty inflexible.
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
It,
like
it's just you're just hoping that they fuck up basically, or
you're
that
hoping they
don't
don't more try. You're
range.
hoping that they're pushed up on 300 HP because you're early game Hecarim. Here, by the way, you can just go behind him, right? Like through the tower. Because you should know here that when Talon's top camps are gone, he's where. You should just be spam pinging here, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're
I
pinging
think
bot, okay.
I ping a little bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised this guy isn't here, honestly. Like, I thought he would have started Raptors and gone, like, up. Maybe he's done, like, his bot side and thought about invading you. So I'd be pushing
Yeah,
this up, yeah?
I
So,
thought my ribbon was too low. Kited that to the top side.
yeah, also here, man, just remember there's 2 entrances for him. This one's covered because of that. And he might do something weird where he comes back. Like, you never know, right? So just push this up to where you want to go. Same thing, like, that's just consistent, man, with any crab you do, yeah? Even camp. So you're finishing the camp and going towards your next play. And I would just do this. And you're not thinking, man, about like if your Riven's low. You're thinking if Ornn is low enough. You're not killing Riven. You're not getting any gold from killing Riven, right?
Fair.
You're killing Ornn. So if you go there and use a ghost, it's because you're gonna get like there's this flash, right? I think you should just insta go here. Insta ghost in here, yeah?
Go around the turret still.
Yep. Well, what do you think? Like you're gonna cut, like I reckon you caught 1 tower shot if you get your E charged. What do you reckon?
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, if you
I'm
get
not
your
sure. Oh,
ghost
and
going.
he's pinging his flash as well.
Yeah, well he did flash. Like you saw it here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this is great, right? Like look at your camera. It's really good.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, just go around Matt and kill him. Recalling is good. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
You can go through lane, right?
I thought about that.
Just easier. It's just
But
quicker.
I didn't.
Like this.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure if I
Go
should
through
just
lane, bro. Like
run
you've.
through lane.
I
But
think if you have E, you go through here. But you got Ghost. I think you go through lane. I think it's like a little mechanical diff. Nice, well played. I think it's like a little mechanical diff, you know? For me, because you have Ghost, just absolutely book it through lane here, yeah?
yeah, I
Thankfully,
don't.
she
The
runs
way,
over here, but
yeah,
yeah.
because Nami probably just runs to turret. Then
Yeah.
she's fine.
So my first thought here, Matt, is that I see Talon, right? Which is great. I would just press tab, right, just to like know exactly what items he has. And my first thought here was like, can I take his Raptors and Krugs? Even if they were up, like I said before, right, Silas and Nautilus are a big threat. They should be up? Do you think his Raptors are up?
Yeah, because my Raptors are up right now.
He doesn't clear as fast as you. So most junglers, man, I would put this timer to it. I'm going to be specific as well, because I think you're smart. I can sense it. 5:05. I normally say 5 minutes here. But Talon's actually pretty slow at clearing, bro. Or slower than you, slower than Karthus, all these other champions. Yeah. So if we just put a 5-minute timer on Raptors or the third camp, let's do it like in this game. So 4:20, 4:40, around 5 minutes. Give or take a few, depending on the champion. So 5 minutes, man. If this was 5:10, his Raptors are going to be up. And you can run in here. You can. Notice how I said that. You can run in here. Doesn't mean you should. Yeah. You have to be the judge of that, which is what jungling is about, okay? So you can't in this game because support, aka second jungler, is out of base. Also, what's he going to do, bot? Like, you know, these two are going to recall. Yeah, he should just be clicking like this guy. But yeah, I would just run a Krugs here, man. Just because they're still kind of sequenced with Raptors. It's not that bad, and you can just eat to them right. Recall, go to your blue buff, and you're chilling. But I agree with it. Like, this is still fine, the right idea, because Talon and Naught are away from you, and it's a legit 2v1. And you do have, like, big kill threat, yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, all my camps are pretty much down. Like,
yeah.
My Gromp's not going to be up for, like, another, like, if I just go straight to Krugs, then I'll have, like, some downtime where I might not have this, like, opportunity in mid. So
100%. Completely agree. Like, your camps aren't up, and you can spend a little bit of time. Like, sometimes, man, there's going to be, like, dead time, dead air, whatever you want to call it, where you don't have to recall because something's spawning in a minute. And it's like you've got to go 20, 30 seconds before you'd have to be there on time, right? Before you actually start losing gold, essentially, is what that means, right? So if you have that time, you can put wards down, you can just wait somewhere, you can go into a lane brush and just, you know, sit there and press your B button. Little things like that, right? So here I completely agree. Like, it's not like you're losing anything. Just do Crab first here, yeah? Just in case this Talon's being a lunatic and goes to Crab. I don't think you're gambling because he probably won't be here, right? I mean, if he is here, I think you do well because your lanes. Like, I think bot lane can come up and stuff, and I don't think you have to be that scared of Talon because you just have to dodge his second W and press W when he goes on you, right? Like, I don't think he's the scariest thing in the world. This is still fine, man, because, again, like, I think even if he takes this... No, just do Crab first. It just gets rid of, like, any sort of weirdness. Here as well, by the way, I'd be thinking about his red buff. Because your lanes are good.
Yeah.
So, I'd be thinking here about just doing Crab. If you don't hit 6, you can always go back to blue. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you can, what is it? Then come all the way back to red buff. It looks really weird, that pathing, but again, you've got enough time because his red buff's sitting there. Oh, here we go.
Just runs it down. I mean, his jungler is here, so...
Wait, that Talon is... Okay, you got him. And you're like, you know what? I don't actually need a base because I've got Warhammer. I'm not going to buy anything else here. So what you can do is just, like, always play the map as if you weren't going to recall, right? So here you could always get... Like, if you're going to stay, you can always just go Gromp walls and not base.
Yeah.
I'm also fine with that. Like, a Warhammer isn't really going to change that much. You're still going to be able to do what you're going to do, right? So I even think that might be better here, going Gromp walls and not even basing. Basing's still really good, though. Don't get me wrong.
That was another thing, just because I only have 400 gold,
it
just didn't feel right to base.
Yeah, so then in that case, just go Gromp balls. Like this. Like, that's still really good.
Don't.
Yeah, it's just a bait, man. Like, it's just 25 seconds, and if I'm Talon... Like, there's just so many other things to do, right? If there's nothing else on the map here, Matt, of course you... Like, let's just say you just cleared your top camps, gank mid, right? And now you come bot. And let's say Talon has no bot camps. Of course you do Dragon, of course. And Rift Herald isn't up. But you see, like, how I have to take so many things off the map here to make this work? Yeah. Oh, he's bot. Look at that.
Yeah.
So just hit Rift. Don't do red.
Yeah.
Hit Rift. Because your red buff's still here, bro. And Rift Herald is worth, like, just everything. Okay? Because I know Riven's going to do the attack damage for me.
I was certain they would get Rift here because Riven was dead and Katarina's recalling. I don't know what the...
I think you should go to his Raptors, then. If you think they're going to do Rift.
Let's see. He did his red side, ganked bot, recalled.
Yeah, like, I think some time has passed.
Should be up. Yeah.
You can even dive the Samira if you want to. Because, like, you're off a base here, Matt, with items. And you got ult. So I think there's nothing stopping you from actually just checking his Raptors. And then after that, again, we just play the game, yeah? Just react.
This is a good bot dive angle for sure.
Spam ping bot here, yeah? Because this Talon, again, should have done Rift Herald, right? And he's shown, like, a proclivity to gank bot this whole fucking game. He's going to do it again.
Yeah.
So he hasn't shown anywhere, and the Riptail's still sitting there. I'd be like, wait, what? What is washed up John doing? He's hitting bot again, right? So just ping them off. Here he comes. I can feel it. There he is.
Yeah. Free rift for me though. I like that.
I can't believe he hasn't done Rift. That's actually so cooked. You need another 100 gold, right, for Cleaver, so might as well stay. Base after this Rift bot. Just run straight
I was
bot.
thinking, but
Oh,
okay,
there's
this is kind of a cringe fight. I'm trying to like get this.
Oh my god, bro! You go straight into the Nico.
Bro, I was like, okay, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna like save my Katarina, but the dude just flashes out. So I was like, all right, well.
I would just be spam pinging like here when you go in here. Look, guys, I've got Cleaver. Can we all relax? Like, this is what I used to do all the time, bro, on Shaq. I just always used to ping Dustblade, Triforce Bars, and I just used to type in chat, wait me. And then I'd ping on the way. Like, I would ping Cleaver, ping on the way to Dragon. And then I'd probably even ping here, the bot side of mid, right? Like, the only person who's going to die is Cap. Yeah, so I don't even think you should fight. I think you should get a base off, get your Cleaver, and then just run anywhere. To Dragon, Talon's bot side, and just fight like that. I just think it's 100% guaranteed. So, just about controlling the boys, Matt. So, like, your screen, you've got Cleaver, right? But they don't know that. Like, if you ask them, guys, would you like to fight when I have a Cleaver? Everyone's going to say yes, right?